Hey everyone, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. We are on cycle 421. We went one day over. We were finishing up this other SPOM and hopefully getting it into a place where it was actually working. Like our hydrogen gas is working pretty well. What's this look like? It's set to 1200. So yeah, I mean, that's working the way it should be. All right, so that's off and on. Okay, good. It should not be running all the time. So the pipe is blocked, which is causing an issue. So if we have this pipe blocked. Oh, yeah, we need to build this in. So ventilation, we just do a regular, no, we'll do insulated gas pipe. There to there. Set insulated gas pipe. And then we will, let's see. I think where it's gonna go. Let's watch that for a second. Yeah, so it's gonna block that. But we're getting some out of here. Insulated pipe. Ooh, cancel that. I don't want to do that. Cover that back up. Okay, so that's feeding that. This is going. We get this. That should be sending it both directions. It didn't. Why not? Now we're out of power. Somebody get here and power this. I think we need to wait until that backs up, maybe? Okay. There we go. Let's watch this. It only went in one direction. Okay, so let's see what I did here to make that work properly. I had it filtering out of that. At one point we did have a gas bridge that would, like, the gas bridge was supposed to make it go one way and then go the other way. It looks like that wasn't working. So if that's not working, then I almost need it to go around here. And if that's the case and I don't need that, then I could really just, I mean, I can leave it in that spot and just build this out to go to there. Yeah, some of this trial and error, because we have this going down, and yeah, it goes out of here, it goes into the pumps, and then it just separates out of here. So it's always going to push one to the power and one to the whatever this thing is. So we're going to have a few messes. That's okay. We've taken care of some of that if they pee inside the base. It's not. You know what? I think if I had this going here, that would fix that. And that would kind of do the same thing. Let's try that. We're going to go priority, construction, 9. Build those. That's fine. Put that high priority again. snip that. I mean, really, once this backs up, it's going to go down there anyway. So it's not going to cause that much of a problem. All right, now we're getting power to here. Good. And if this backs up, that's going to be okay. Watching this. Yep, we still getting some through. Right there. So why are these blocked again? Son of a... Okay. Where do we need that to go? And then snip that. Pipe no longer blocked. Those are going. Ran out of hydrogen again. Batteries are about to go down. But at least the oxygen's still flowing, so maybe? Watch this for a minute. Ooh, see that little bit of hydrogen seep through. That's not necessarily going to be a bad thing. That shouldn't happen again. Boom, boom. That battery's full. This is working. Regular hydrogen. It's starting to come in. These are still working. Like, this is gonna soak up so much oxygen, so I'm okay with that for now. I want to see this starting to back up, and it's almost backing up. Oh, got a full tile. All right, so now that's working. We can do a little bit of automation here. I think we could just go straight from here to here. And then that'll start backing that up. And then what we'll do is a low threshold of like 20. And then it'll pump until it's full. So we'll get that construction prioritized pretty quick. Boom. All right. We're still at 14. Stress has gone down a lot. So that's good. It's working. Let's check our ventilation. So now we're starting to get some high pressure stuff here. That's looking good. Water. Let's see. Deconstruct. Building. Boom. All right, so we're full. Oh, let's block this completely. We don't want them going in or out of this anymore. We'll have them mop that spill up. It is too much liquid. Of course it is. But this is working the way I expected it. Put in another tile. I may even do that, yeah. Oh, why do we not have power again? So we ran out of all the hydrogen. I thought for sure that would last. Okay, that's not a problem because we can enable our coal. Illumination has failed us. All right, so we will need to prepare for this as well. We can just deconstruct those. Whoop, cancel. Probably got pipes behind it. We don't. We were okay. All right, well, we're still gonna just deconstruct the buildings. That's fine. So we need a few more tanks here so we can get that taken care of. Yeah. But this is actually working. I'm pleased that that's having a good effect. It's starting to store up some hydrogen, so that's good, which means it's working very similar to this one, which we're getting like a tank. I'd like to see those full at some point. I don't know if that's going to happen. But this is actively working. I can kind of fill this in a little bit more. I'm just going to have this like be a funnel. Don't know how much water I'm eventually going to want in there, but yeah, it's not a bad thing. You know, we could always raise it up one more tile if we want it. All right, working. Water flowing. There's flowing there. That's getting dangerously close. But we are pumping as much water as we possibly can through that system. I need to stop with the disinfect. Just don't do that anymore. Salt water? That Really should not have let out all that salt water. Get that first, and that first. Power is very, very sketchy. And I expect that it will be for another, like for the rest of this video. And we'll start getting hydrogen again. So, I mean, it lasted almost. And I would venture to guess that we did not have a lot of great settings in place earlier. So, like we weren't capturing all of it, I would bet. So, cleaning, fine, do it. And all this, 7, get it the heck out of here. And go ahead and dig this out. So, it takes care of that. Dig that. And then priority. This. Okay, good deal. That's taken care of. That's taken care of. Still a little bit of a mopping issue here. Priority 9. That. All right. Salt water is taken care of. Ooh. Hot R. Ooh, that oxygen is nice and chilly. All right, plants are growing again. That was stressful. We're still getting these filled up, but look, these are full now. So that's amazing. With all the additional oxygen, like look, these are becoming overpressurized now. We can put in, I think if we put in some of these, that'll help us get the rest of the base some oxygen. That'll help push this down. We're gonna have a lot of CO2 down here that we can address at a different date. Deconstruct that building. Yeah, I haven't decided if I want to go down a little bit or, you know, one more block on those. Let's see what that would look like. I'm worried that I would take too much out of there, and like if we had any kind of issue, we would just run out of water super quick, which we cannot do for our bathrooms. We need to make sure that those are good and in place. Meantime, we can take that out. We talked about going up with our plumbing, so we may as well put that in place. And if they do it, they do it. That's where it'll go. Do another tile here just so we can get across. Don't have to go in that direction. Still got a lot of water in here. I'm upset about that, but can't do anything about it. That's going to be a while before we actually get water coming. And actually, now that that's being done, we could just deconstruct that planter box. So we'll let somebody get in there and take care of that. That'll help. So I guess like storage is something that we need to address. I'm really surprised we're running out of storage with all those things. Man, I love seeing that. Oh, why is this not working again? Oh fuck, blocked again. Okay. Well. Do that. Like it's just working so well that like we will have this base full now that we have 2 SPOMs. I'm guessing. Like these will eventually turn themselves off because they'll be overpressurized. This is already going to be overpressurized. Like it filled this up so quickly that it was just boom, done. So we're going to disable that. I'm going to disable that. All right, cool. So then those will stop working. We're only getting oxygen from the SPOM. This is still working. Like we may still need to make adjustments depending on what we have going on. But like this is pretty much just taking care of the lower base. This is taking care of the upper base. If these get overpressurized, that's okay. Like you can see. Now we could make sure that they can go out this way as well. And that... Okay, yeah, there we go. So now they can work on both sides. And now you're going to see them starting to do some tasks that we'll have in different spaces over here as well. So they'll be able to wear their suits and do some things over here, whatever they're doing. Paku fillet. All right, so we got some fish meat coming in. That's not a bad thing. So now our issue is power. One. No power consumers. It's probably okay. Like those aren't even working all the time, and like they shouldn't because that water's full. That water's full. Nice. All right, so this is good. We will snip there. And yep, should be taking water out of there. Once that pipe's empty, then we'll get rid of all that as well. Although now that I'm seeing this, now I have nothing there. Because I took out all the tiles already. That's fine. Okay, so this is working. We have oxygen. We have about all the water we could possibly use. Looks like we're probably drowned to puffed again. Is this running so slowly is the question. It's taking about as much as it can. I think I could move this down again, and we'll just put 2 of those in. We can always snip that. Get that going there. Actually, I'll cancel that again. Bring it in, not from there. Let's bring it straight up from that. Ooh, straight up from that. And then these will go straight into there and straight into there. Pretty sure it needs power. It does. What's this power line take? 480. Yeah, we can go from that. That takes care of those. That'll get us more water going through here, and it's still going to be on the automation. That's still just taking care of that. These can be tied in to this. So it's kind of a dual thing. Either we're full here or we're empty here. And that'll stop both of those. All right. Carbon skimmer. Still will need it down there. Power, the same spot. And then we still need plumbing. That goes from that. So we put the janky water. On it. To go. I'm worried that that'll get clogged. I can always bypass. Maybe. Yeah, we'll have to see how that works out once we get that in. I mean, the clean water, that's not a problem. That just comes in from pretty much any. I'm gonna deliver some sand. The automation wire, it's in there. We can deconstruct that one. We can deconstruct that one. Construct that. Construct that. Construct that. We will probably have to do something different with that. Let's see, we can do a bridge from here into that. That'd be no problem. Priority construction. Okay. Get power to these. There we go. All right. Cool. So they're dumping that out. That's good. This is going. Does it make sense to just filter that right into there? Clean water. So the thing is, if these aren't working, then it won't get any clean water. So anytime something stops them, that's going to be a bad thing. Now I'm like, do I still need that to go up and around, or can I just put it down here? I think I'll leave it. You never know when you're going to need that around. Alright, come on, boys. So now we're looking at that carbon skimmer again. Get clogged either way, but I'm almost... thinking about how I want to do that. Like, that's going to be gross water. Gross water can go into there. It'll get blocked up pretty quickly. I bring it over and into this pipe, then it's gonna put that out. Like, that made the most sense because I'm reusing that pipe. This one, you know, I'm gonna deconstruct that. And for the power, that's gonna need to be moved. Deconstruct that. I think I'm gonna move the give it one spot there for the carbon skimmer. Liquid pipe, so that can go out. Doesn't go around anymore. I think that can go in from there, so we can let's do that. For the out, now I'm thinking maybe we just bring this down and around. We go down and around. That will give us an opportunity to use different pipe situation. All right, so that's in, that's good. We need the out. The out. I don't want to like so many jumps. So that'll empty that. Enable? Why is it not running? There we go. Oh, I see. I was confused because it's connected here. So yeah, I don't know that, like, if this picks up any dirty water, where's that gonna go? It needs to go somewhere else. And it needs to get into this track here. That's your clean water, but that's okay. We can deconstruct all of that. I think this... Why is it stopping? Might be a power issue. Okay. Okay, what else? We're using some power. So this doesn't have any power going off of it, so we can just turn that off. So that'll be okay. Once that drains completely, that's fine. They're all working well. Like, I'm glad that I'm here at a point at 430 cycles that I'm not having to worry so much. I do want to get another, we're at 430, so this is the stopping point of this video. We get some room here and get this cleared out. That'll be a lot better for our puffs, so we'll be okay there. We do have so much oxygen, so that's really, really good. I'm going to redo these pipes. I think there's going to be a better way to do it. And we still have like this that we can dump gross water into. We just have to get to it. We do have access to stuff now because like Turner here is in this area. He's using the suits. That's looking good. Ventilation. Oh, I mean, it's still moving, but now these are stopped up. Suits are still pulling. Okay, so yeah, I almost wish like I could put some tanks somewhere, maybe? Would that work? Maybe that's what I start doing. Is I put in a few tanks in here. So what I'm thinking is if we can put 3 tanks in somewhere, which we have the double lock here, so we could easily just, you know, make that closed up. Put in like 3 tanks. It has to go in and out, and if it gets stopped up, then it just filters into a tank. So we could literally do that almost anywhere. This would be a good place for it. And then there are liquid reservoir tanks too. How much do they hold? They cannot receive main. So like I could start building some of that stuff in where it's a liquid reservoir. I don't know how much it holds though. Let's go to liquid. Liquid. Sorry, reservoir. 5 tons. Five tons in kilograms. How much is that? Let's see. It's just 5,000 kilograms. So it'd just be 5 squares. So it'd be 1, 3, 4. One tank would hold one of these columns to here. So if I were to put all of this in tanks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12. I'd need 24 tanks just for this water. That's not that great. I'm better off with this for now. I do remember a comment somebody mentioned that you could put one of those tanks in like a chlorine field and it would help with any of your germs, because it would sit there in that tank and then the germs would be fine, be killed off. I don't think that's something that I really want to or can mess with right now. I think I'm doing like pretty good, just struggling with the food and stress that I'm dealing with now. I do need another dupe, but I want to get this down so I can get those puffs. I want to start breeding puffs again, and apparently I murdered all the ones that I had. All right. So yeah. Let's do a quick check. So this is working. We are starting to back up hydrogen. We have oxygen. I think using a tank for oxygen will be a really good idea. In fact, we could probably just do it, just for these. We're backed up, we're overpressurized. That's going to have an impact on what we're pushing through this system. It's also going to make it a little bit warmer. They're going to sit there and warm up in the radiant pipe. There's still -10. Our temperatures are still looking good. The Weezeworts have really helped. I mean, this is just hot. It's not scorching. What is this, 46? I mean, 46 isn't really that bad. 60 in here. It's like 90 degrees Fahrenheit. This is still pretty warm. in there as well because the batteries, and I'm just not pushing any cold air through there. This is working. I mean, this is cooling it off in the insulated tile. We didn't use radiant. We didn't use insulated. Once it gets into here, it just starts kicking all that heat. You can see this one's 3 degrees, 4, 5, 6. So it really heats up, the oxygen in there heats up, and that's okay. It starts to get a little bit warmer here because it picked up all that heat. As it eventually starts working through the system, it'll cool that area down a little bit more. Do I want to? You know, I could put some tanks up here, but ideally you're going to want it in that line, I think. So I would want a couple in here to feed into this if this was full. Like now these are full, I can look into that. Let's do like 2 tanks here. So let's see what that looks like. Copy that. We do 1, 2. I wish you could flip them. And then over here, do another 2. Maybe even do 3. So we'll deconstruct those ladders here. Put in a 3rd one. And what'll happen is we'll just set this up to where it starts pushing it into here. And then if it needs to, it puts it out. I don't know what the impact on temperature is going to be, so that'll be something else that I'll learn. I don't know. Like the thing is, if I put it up here and it just collects anything that's extra, I don't know how I'm going to get it out, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't flow backwards. It only goes in or out. So then I'd have to have another system where if this is full, and then probably start getting into like, you know, gas valves, gas shutoffs. So if an oxygen hits a certain level and it's no longer at like 2,000 grams, then it opens up these pipes and starts pumping it out. I don't know. That's a lot of automation that I'm not really up to speed on yet. So, all right, well, that's where we are for this video. Hope you liked it. Please leave a comment. Tell me where I went wrong. I'm learning, so you're watching me learn as I go. And I will catch you all on the next one. Thanks, everybody.